All right, so check out this video. We're gonna be talking about Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill. There's been a lot of pushback on Jade Cargill, and largely due to a lot of these Rhea Ripley fans. And we're gonna explain what the hell is going on. What's wrong? Is she good? Is she not? Check out the video right here. There's the IWC. You know we love to talk about the IWC. All right, the Internet Wrestling Community, and so far.
The bitch brigade. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Bitch Brigade. Yeah. So apparently, since Jade Cargill has been champion, and then you got Rhea Ripley is probably arguably the most popular figure in wrestling outside of Roman Reigns, CM Punk. Like she's probably one of the most popular figures. Without a doubt, she's the most popular female figures in wrestling, and people do not like the fact that Jade has the belt, and they're pretty much nitpicking every aspect of her journey. And I personally, I think she's doing well. And then you got the IWC is pretty much going out of her way to say she's pretty much well, they call her everything outside of her actually being a wrestling, if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. We'll need to go down that road, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
And I saw something with Ric Flair, and Ric Flair, everybody know how Ric Flair. Ric Flair, he's been emotional. You can't even say this damn. This is you can't even say this is old age. Like Ric Flair he cried at the drop of the dime. He cried at the drop of the dime, and Ashley Flair, she ended up turning 40, and one of Jade was one of the many people that was there. Kiana James just so happened to be black too. That's interesting enough. But she was there with Jade to help celebrate Charlotte's birthday, and Ric Flair had a little speech. He was like, "Yeah, man, I'm glad you came here, Jade, because my little Charlotte, you know how you talk. My little Charlotte, she really loves you. I can't tell you how much she really loves you." And I think that's just, I think it's crazy because it seems like it's not only a wrestling thing, but it's a sports thing where everything has to be damn based on racism, so-called racism. And like I said, I like what I'm seeing from Jade. I like what I'm seeing from Charlotte. And like I said, Charlotte is a couple years older than Jade, and it just made me feel like wrestling is headed in the right direction. I think it's headed in the right direction. I actually can't wait for WrestleMania to see what they have in store. So that's my sideboard, man. With Jade and Charlotte, again, you got a lot of these wrestling fans that's out here. They try to act like everything is a race issue, and it's largely due to the fact that they have they favorites. And I think it was kind of interesting to say that because even as Falcons fans, everybody gonna have their favorite, and people gonna call you all types of things, racist. We've been called coons for Kev. We've been called coons for our love and admiration, I should say, with Matt Ryan as a quarterback. I just thought it was funny. But shout out to Jade, man, and Charlotte. Jade is going to be going against Rhea Ripley. I don't know what you think about that, but I think it's going. I'm actually kind of excited about that match. Two similar styles, powerhouses, big, strong women. Like I said, Ashley is a volleyball player, and Jade is an ex-basketball player too. So, two powerful women. I think it's going to be good. I actually can't wait to see what happens at WrestleMania. And that right there is my sidebar.
I mean, like you said with Jade, one of the things that, like you said, I know a lot of people say about her is she hasn't been in a lot of matches since she became champion.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's one aspect of it that you're talking about, or that's something that's disappointing to you, it's understandable.
Yeah.
But the reality of the situation with that is Jade doesn't really have any believable opponents. If you really look at that SmackDown roster,
Hmm.
who do you really believe could be somebody?
I
Oh
don't
my
know.
goodness!
Yeah, I actually don't know somebody who actually is a viable opponent. I think most of them. I mean, you could probably look at. I mean, if I'm just looking on SmackDown, probably not. I don't think, and because I think what happened with SmackDown since they put Alexa on SmackDown and put her in a tag team, it's like no real, and then they put Lash in a tag team with Nia. Like, there's no real opponent. I think if I look at anybody,
Right.
I don't. I look. I think Big Sexy, but she's on Raw. There's really no. I don't think there's no match.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's.
So
I
I
don't think
think
there's
I think I
nobody.
think I think I think with Bianca kind of going out with that injury, kind of it helped her because it kind of
Yeah,
got her out of
yeah.
the shadow of being that baby face into being that heel. But the problem is you don't really have a believable storyline that you can work with her on that side of the brand.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, that's just my quick thought on it. Like you said, I ain't got no issue with it. I mean,
Mm-mm.
I done seen worse champions. And like you said, Jay's biggest problem that a lot of people have with her is it's not enough title matches amongst her. So if you're just going just based off of that, it is what it is. But when it comes down to
Mm-hmm.
all this other shit, and like you said, I give these Rhea Ripley jackass fans, oh yeah, they might getting on my everlasting nerves. I love me some Rhea Ripley, but goddamn, y'all dumbasses need to stop sniffing the thong and let the goddamn let the program go where it need to go.
Mm-hmm. But you know how that
Uh,
is.
what do I know? I'm not an IWC ass white, so I'm good. Um,
You mean you can't? You don't have to hate everybody, Kim. That doesn't
yeah,
work for a specific company.
yeah, but that's a whole nother show in itself. So I'm trying not to get right into that. I'm not trying to dig deep into that. But
Mm-hmm.
like you said, man, we just gonna see how this WrestleMania plays out with this. I don't know what they gonna go. I just have this feeling that this is gonna be a real Ripley uh, 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 thong sniffing session. I don't. I'm getting this feeling, but we'll see how it go.
I have the same feeling. I hope I'm wrong. I get the same feeling you getting, killed. That's why I wanted to talk about that and put that down on tape because I think it's exactly going to be that. I hope I'm wrong, but I feel the same way.
Hmm